Hey everybody, how you doing? I've been getting a lot of inquiries about uh, what's going on with regards to missing mortgage payments due to COVID, what the forbearance rules are, and what's the best approach. You know, some of the customers have had experiences in the past with regards to 2008, 2009 timeframe, but I just wanted to touch base about the CARES Act that did get passed in the Congress on the 31st, and what this means to existing homeowners that are potentially going to have month challenges in making their monthly mortgage payment. So I'm just going to dive right into the act, so you guys can see what I'm seeing and what is now law with regards to forbearance. So this is it's called the CARES Act. It's an 800-page document. The mortgage forbearance section starts on page 567. It is with regards to the COVID emergency declared by the president on March 13th, and this is only for federally backed mortgage loans. So this does not include portfolio loans or non-bank loans. So if you did a loan that we use bank statements to help you get your loan approved, if we did loans that did not have any income documentation, where we use assets as an income source, like our asset dissipation loan or cross-collateral loan, those types of loan programs are not a part of this act. Doesn't mean your servicers are not going to help you out if you have a monthly payment challenge. It just means that it's not a part of this act. It's not written into law. So federally backed mortgage loans on 1 to 4 units include FHA, Federal Housing Administration. It includes the HCD type loan programs, Department of Veteran Affairs and Department of Agricultural. So those are VA loans and USDA loans. You are a part of this new law. And any loans purchased or securitized by the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation or the Federal National Mortgage Association, which means Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae, which for lenders, it basically means conventional loans or government-backed loans. So during the covered period of this financial hardship, you can submit a request to your servicer and confirm that you are experiencing financial hardship because of the COVID-19 emergency. What this allows you to have is you're allowed to have a forbearance up to 180 days. And then on top of that, you can request a second forbearance of another 180 days. What this means is that you take at least the first 6 months, or you can choose up to the first 6 months of mortgage payments and put them on the back end of your current loan. You don't pay it now, but you got to pay it later. And then if you need another 180 days, per the CARES Act, you can request up to another 6 months. So this is up to potentially 12 months of forbearance because of the COVID-19. Now, the interest here, it talks about the interest on or fees. You are not going to be charged any fees or extra interest because of this forbearance. You will only be charged your traditional interest that you are scheduled for per your loan documents. So what it says here is during the period of forbearance described in this section, no fees, no penalties, no interest beyond the amounts of the scheduled or calculated amount, as if the borrower made all contractual payments on time and in full in order and under the terms of the original mortgage contract. So they're not going to charge you anything extra for having this forbearance. Now, check out this section right here. Upon receiving requests for forbearance from the borrower, the servicer shall, with no additional documentation other than your verbal attestation, I think I said that right, to the financial hardship. So what this means is that the loan servicing company will not make you fill out any forms. They will not make you send any documentation. And this will help streamline the process to getting you into the forbearance agreement as quickly as possible. This is great news. I don't know if you guys remember 2008, 2009 timeframe, but when customers were applying for a short sale or forbearance or loan modification, they had to fill out forms and fill out forms and fill out forms and submit and submit and submit, and it takes months and months to get things done. This is the fast track to getting you a forbearance to protect your credit scores, to help you stay in your homes and afford to get past this COVID-19 hardship. So great news. I'm really happy to see this here in law. So check out this section here, foreclosure moratorium. So what this section, I'm going to read it first. Except with respect to a vacant or abandoned property, a servicer of a federally backed mortgage loan may not initiate any judicial, non-judicial foreclosure, move for judgment or sale or force a sale, blah, blah, blah. So what this means is that any federally backed mortgages, like I said, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, USDA, they cannot start a foreclosure process or force a sale as long as the property is occupied. If you move out of the house and stop making the payments, if your tenants move out of the property and you stop making the payments, they have the option to take those particular properties. So be very specific about what you do, because the banks and lenders will be very specific what they do as well. Okay, there's a different section for multifamily properties, okay? So this separate section is for investment properties, 1 to 4 units. If you have a 5 unit or more, that's commercial. It's not a part of this CARES Act. So check this out. During the covered period of a multifamily borrower with a federally backed multifamily mortgage loan who's experiencing financial hardship may request a forbearance in the section, okay? It's different though, it's not the same. Request for relief. A multifamily borrower with a federally backed mortgage loan that was current on its payments as of February 1st, 2020, can submit an oral or written request for forbearance, confirming that they're experiencing hardship due to COVID-19, okay? Upon receipt of a written request or oral request, the servicer shall document the financial hardship and provide a forbearance up to 30 days. 30 days, not 180. They can extend the forbearance 2 more times, up to 30 days each request. So we're not looking at a very big forbearance on multifamily rental properties, 1 to 4 units. A multifamily borrower can discontinue the forbearance at any time. So, you know, we don't want this to be used as a free pass. We want you guys to use this forbearance to help get by. And if you lose tenants because of COVID or whatever it may be, then, you know, get a new tenant in there as soon as you can. If your tenants can't make the rent payment, then use this to help you get by, as the tenants can't make the rent payment. But the tenants are going to have to make their rent payments too. I'm not going to be talking about the rules about tenancy right now. But you know, we just want you to know that there's laws out there now. They have been signed as of the 31st. If you have any unique questions I can answer, feel free to PM me. But this is a great news for homeowners on primary residences and 1 to 4 units. So please reach out anytime. Let's see how I stop sharing here. So if you guys have any questions about all things home finance, feel free to reach out. I'm going to be continuing to read the laws as they come out and become available. And we're here to help in any way possible. Have a wonderful day.